Kaya obviously 0 to start, not a good way to begin the conference, but for you, you've been playing well. I'm also trying to pick up some slack from Jason. So just your thoughts.
Yeah, just coming in this conference, it's not the way we wanted to start it. I think, the 6 weeks of preparation we had in training camp, we looked really good. And, dropping that first game really, hit us hard, and we wanted to come out and bounce back in this game. But, I think we just got to stay positive and, keep pushing forward, learning from these losses and, apply it to the next game.
How tough playing these 2 games without Jason, obviously. Yeah.
On the court, it's like we're missing a voice out there. He's our leader and the anchor to this team. And, we just got to pick up the slack. Communication needs to be better. He brings a presence of defense that we need to, match. But, we're going to get him back soon, and hopefully we can turn this around.
What changed for you this coming conference? You're putting up, as mentioned, you've been putting up good numbers, especially in the rebounding department. What changed for you?
I think it's just confidence. I think that's a big thing, and I'm not going into these games wanting to score, crazy amounts of numbers. I just want to be, a motor guy, just get on the boards and get, the hustle stats in. I need to be better on defense. I'm scoring, but I need to be better. I need to be on the other side of the ball. I need to be better on the other side of the ball. So a lot of things to improve on, but it started with confidence.
How about grabbing those offensive rebounds and trying to dunk it?
I just want to bring energy. So I'm a young guy, so you want to bring that to this team and make those plays.
How would you assess your first 2 conferences, and how are you, using those, experiences for this conference, all Filipino?
Yeah, just learning from the older guys, learning from the vets. I learned a lot from Jason over the first 2 conferences, and although I didn't see a lot of consistent play time throughout the first 2 conferences, I just want to take everything I learned from Jason and the other guys. Last conference it was Donovan, the import. He really taught me a lot of good things. Just told me to be aggressive, stay confident, and hopefully I want to continue building that into this conference.
Great.